political career. You've had quite a lengthy one. So what got you started in politics in the first place?
Actually, what got me started was an issue called the BMTS telephone system. That was back in the day when it was owned by subscribers and there was a move to sell it. And it's funny, 25 years later, the town of Kincardine is actually thinking of selling it once again. So that's actually what got me started. My family comes from the township, both sides of the family, and long history here, and real active interest in the community. We've always been involved, my dad included, so it was just a natural thing to do.
You were saying that you had run for deputy reeve of the township, and that put a little dent in your time spent on council. But other than that, you've been here all the time. Yeah,
and the election of, I think it was 1998, 99 in the township, before amalgamation, I ran against one of the incumbent councillors, Ernie Cluley, who's still in the community, great guy, and I lost, and I can't remember, I think it was 10 or 12 votes. It was that evenly split. Looking back, I was disappointed, but you know what? It turned out for the betterment because I was off council. My mom actually took sick on vacation in Florida. I ended up doing 400 acres worth of chores at the farm. I could never have done my job, which was the reason to run. I was committed to doing it. So, hindsight, it was good to have the time off, but after you were away for a while, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start again, and I rejoined Saugeen Shores in 2001.
Now, you had some words of wisdom for councillors that are coming in. Can you go over those again? They were quite good.
I sure do. I mean, if candidates do their homework, you can't argue with the facts. You can absolutely not be challenged on the facts. But the minute you go down the road of opinion and supposition, sooner or later, someone will call you on it. And for me, being on this side of the table, I'm pretty familiar with the legislation and whatnot. So I wouldn't be out there making a whole lot of promises because sometimes you can't keep them. It's not as easy as it looks when you're trying to get in. So my message has always been, and I've said it before, do your homework. Present the facts to your fellow councillors, and if you can get 4 more people to agree with you, you can make a change. Otherwise, you might be just spouting a lot of hot air.
And what's in your plans for your future?
Plans for my future? Well, I am going to miss the very last council meeting. Basically, we're a lame-duck council, but there is going to be a quorum here, and that was number 1 on my list because I didn't want to go away, but I am going to take an extended winter vacation. I will follow council meetings on the Saugeen Times and in the Shoreline Beacon. I'm going to remain very interested in the community. I suspect that after my council retirement, I may decide to maybe perhaps volunteer for other groups. I may even volunteer for council committees. I don't know. I'm not going to commit to anything at this time, but I will be following the news, and especially I'll be following this election.
And what's the reason for your decision? You had submitted your name and then you withdrew.
I did. I've served 22 years in total, off and on, and that's a long time. And I went through the list of people that I've served with. It kind of scared me a little bit when I started reading all those names, but it's long enough. It's time for some new people to come on to council. I think there's enough people running here that have, I don't want to call them old folks, but they've got enough history and knowledge of the community to keep it continuing going in the right direction. There's new blood coming. That's not a bad thing. That's good. But they all have to work together. That's probably the most important part of who people elect is if you've got a council that can work together, even though they may disagree, your community is going to be successful. Because I look around at other communities, north, perhaps south of us, and when council members start tearing each other apart, that's not good for the community, and I don't want to see that happen in Saugeen Shores. So if I see that happening, I will be back. I may even write a letter to the editor. You never know.
Perfect.